video one is going to be on metric prefixes. All right, what we sent home was the paper. Looks like this. All right, that's the paper we're working on. It says pre-test at the top. Also with that, you should have the prefix sheet that I have on the screen. So if you have both of those, you're good to go. Now, I'm not going to focus on these couple of questions here. Oops, wrong way. I'm going to focus on these first 10 questions. You should be able to figure those out once we get done with what we're doing. So what I wanted to do, just like I normally do in here, I want to go over a few of these and make sure you guys kind of remember how to do them. All right. So let's look at number 11 first. It says that we need 4 volts to equal how many millivolts? Okay, 4 volts equals how many millivolts? If we go to our prefix paper, all right, now you got to remember when it says 4 volts, that means the baseline. Baseline runs right down the center. Okay, so that is where our 4 volts is at. We need to convert it to millivolts. So we're going to go from our baseline over to milli. Right? So our decimal is going to go from left to right. How many places? Well, what's the difference between the baseline? -3. That's a difference of 3 places, right? So we just need to move our decimal 3 places to the right. All right, let's back up here. It says right here, we got 4 volts. So I put 4 up there. I need to move my decimal 3 places to the right. So 1, 2, 3, that's going to give us 3 zeros. So 4,000 millivolts is the same thing as 4 volts. Okay, let's do the next one. It says we have 75 megawatts equals how many kilowatts? So the only thing we really care about is this mega to kilo. Okay, so from meg to kilo. So if we go back to our chart here, get rid of this, we are going to go from meg to kilo, right? That's what we want to do. So we're going to move the decimal again 3 places to the right. Why? Because the difference between these two numbers, what's the difference between 6 and 3? 3 places. So we need to move it 3 places to the right. Let's go back. So we have 75. Difference between those two, 1, 2, 3. There's our 3 places. So 75 million watts is the same thing as 75,000 kilowatts. Same thing. Okay, the next one down says 316,000 kilowatts equals how many megawatts? Okay, so we're using kilo and meg again, but we're going from the smaller number to the larger, right? Larger. So we are still going from kilo to mega. We are going to go the other direction now. We're going to go from right to left. What's the difference between 6 and 3? 3 places, right? Back up. I'm going to put this number down. We need to move it 3 places to the left, right? So 1, 2, 3 means our answer is 316. So 316 kilowatts equals 316 megawatts, same thing. All right, let's jump down to something a little different here. Let's do number 16. Okay, it says we have 1.4 microamps equals amps. Well, that means we're going to go from micro to the baseline on this one. Okay, so we're going from micro to the baseline. Let's go down here, erase. So we're going to go from micro to the baseline here in the center. What's the difference between 0 and -6? 6 places, right? Except we need to go from here to here. We need to move our decimal 6 places to the left. All right? So from -6 to the baseline, 6 places to the left. Oops, wrong button. Not going to edit this stuff out. This is me screwing up. Okay, so we're going to put down our 1.4. We need to move it 6 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's our decimal point. All right, that's how you do that. Now, to make it look a little nicer, we'll just do this now. How many zeros I got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your answer. Let's do one last one here. Let's use this one. Okay, so it says ohms to kiloohms, right? So 4,700 ohms equals how many kiloohms? So we're going to go from the baseline to kilo. So here's our baseline. Here's kilo. We're going to go that direction, right? From the baseline to kilo. What's the difference between 0 and 3? 3 places, right? All right. I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, so I take this and I move my decimal over 3 places. 1, 2, 3. We're going to get 4.7. So 4,700 ohms is the same thing as 4.7 kilo ohms. I think from looking at this, the rest of this is pretty much the same. So I'm hoping you don't have any problems there. When you go up to the word problems, just fill it out according to the chart. You know, so if it says if you had a megabucks, I'll just write the number 1 million in there, right? Because you're going to go back to this chart and go, what is mega? Oh, 1 million. It says if you have a milli of something, and that's your milli. So that top part's kind of easy. I don't think there's anything else there that's pretty much that's how you do the top part. So that's the prefix paper. I don't mean to insult any of you that went through this. You've all been through this with me. So I don't mean to insult any of you that got this memorized. There are some people in here that still struggle with prefixes. So when we go to the Ohm's Law worksheet, if you don't understand this part, if you're not fluent with kilo, mega, micro, nano, pico, if you're not fluent with that, it's going to make the Ohm's Law one and the series parallel one that much more challenging. So spend your time with this one. See if you can get this to work out right. Again, if you have any questions, get a hold of me on Microsoft Teams. So, okay, that's the first one.